farmer here, Jim, he used to have 185 head of sheep over one winter. He lost all by 5, and he'd beat many killed at the same time. He thought he had a horrible coyote problem. I was talking to him today. Now, granted, this is several years ago again. He was, I don't know what that was. He was telling me he had 30 to 40 sheep that the coyotes had funneled down into this little ravine here, and I guess piled them up on the fence, and he said there was neck wounds. He wasn't specific, but he was specific about the heart and the livers being taken out of them, and it was the quantity of 30 or 40 of them. At a time that would happen here, and he thinks this place is just haunted. Doesn't know what the rock clacking and the 3 tree knocks are when he shows up. Nobody lives up here. It's the old homestead on top of this mountaintop. But there's a Black Angus beef operation. And coincidentally, this is where Mason was up in tree stands up over in there. I was up over there. Actually, you can see Trevor, my 4-wheeler, up over there. And Mason might have been a little bit further over, but we weren't real far from one another bow hunting, and that's when I heard the whoops coming up this big valley. And we didn't know that there was a little bench in here. And this valley is quite secluded and quite steep. And I heard the whoops coming up here. I just thought it was a beagle. And then it turned into owl hoot, the world's biggest owl, daylight, and the world's biggest, most bored, complacent owl. And it sounded like it was coming right up the ravine. Well, Devin, another 400 or 500 yards, maybe not quite that far that way, was having his encounter and had a glimpse and didn't know what it was. The tree knocking, like an alarm going off. We're texting one another and like, what the heck's going on? And as this got darker and closer, the owl changed into a chicken. The owl finished off going, hoo, just so big and bored. And then it turned into a chicken, bark, 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 huge. And I believe that's about when Mason left or camped. I stayed because I was curious. And then, as it sounded like it must have been down in here, it was making pig, just like a bad impression of a pig. Oink, 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 oink. This is a natural pinch funnel point to run the deer into. Have them drive them up here. The closer's up there, and actually right up the head of this ravine is when we pulled in that one night spotlighted, and we didn't know at the time when we saw the huge red glowing eyes about 8 foot off the ground and in the spotlight. And when I moved to the left a little bit, put the spotlight back on, it disappeared. But that just happened right up here. And as I was parked there in these big pines, a lot of them are gone now. Oh, look at the fox. There's a red fox up there moving across. Fox. Coming to you, red fox, coming to you. Nope, running away. I think that sentry